Alrighty, traders. So I want to focus on the gold and silver market for you today because I really want to share something with you where I believe where we are right now in the gold market and also silver market, but where I believe where we are and why I believe there could be another really big leg up and why I believe we're in the middle of a giant leg in the gold market, possibly even silver, but the gold market today. And I'll share with you exactly why I see all of that today. Traders, if you do need some help, then make sure you have access to that training you can see on the screen right now. When you get access to the training, my system is also going to email you a free trading course as well too. And then also you're going to start, I'm going to start running some live insider training for people that are on my list. For you to get access to that, guys, just make sure you're on my list and I'll be sending you private invites for that only, where you can be able to get access to me personally. I can help you, coach you, and so on and so forth. So link in the description there, guys. Go get access to that. So the one thing that I really want to share with you today, guys, is there is so many amazing opportunities, right? There are so many amazing opportunities right now across the markets, okay? And there's just so many, right? Like there's oil, there's oil's about to crash, I believe. You got the energy sector, you got the Russell there, individual stocks, like you just got so many amazing opportunities right now, right? And the thing is, there's so many amazing opportunities where there's stocks right now where I'm actually in a stock right now that looks like it's about to tank, absolutely tank. I'm short this stock. I'm long the indices. So there's so many opportunities, right, when it comes to these markets here. But why I believe we're in the middle of a giant leg up in gold is because check this out. A few reasons here, right? The first reason why I say this is because if we go back to the weekly charts here, let's bring up the weekly charts here for a minute. Let's go to, actually, you know what? Let's actually go to, I'm trying to bring up this one here. Okay, cool. Now, so what I want to do is I want to bring up what actually happened back in the middle of 2008. Right, so as you can see, also before the 08 crash actually ended up happening, check this out, right? So this is the weekly chart. What ended up happening on this gold chart? This gold chart did what? We see how we just went sideways for a long time and then we broke out and we went for a really big move for about, man, that was actually quite a bit of time, wasn't it? How long was that for? It's about 3 months we went for an up move and then we spent what? And then we spent another good almost 2 months going sideways and then we had another leg up before the crash happened. Right, so we had the sideways movement, first leg up, then we had the correction phase, and we had a second leg up. I believe something really similar is actually happening right now. That's why I believe gold is in the middle, aka right here, of a giant leg to the upside. My target right now on gold is $3,000 on gold. I believe we're going to get that on the second leg up, which there could be an amazing trading opportunity coming around the corner real soon, right? So gold is in the middle of a giant bull move. And that's where I see what's happening through there. So if we see that, right, we see what happened through here before 2008, before the actual movement happened through there. If we go check out what's happening right now, as you can see, look at this here. What happened? We had nothing for all this time, right? We had a big move up. We had all this sideways movement, and now we could be getting ready for that next leg up. So I believe here, this is the middle of a giant leg to the upside on gold here, okay? On gold. And so gold is actually really awesome here, right? Gold is really phenomenal. Gold is really awesome here. We're in the middle of a giant leg to the upside. So I'm seeing that through there, and for me, guys, when it comes down to that, I'm now getting very close up and watching the shorter term time frame charts here on the GLD, right, which is the gold price, because there could be a really good opportunity to have a good trading opportunity real soon for me on this. I capitalized on this really big breakout through here on the start of the year. You'll be able to see that on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't been following me for a while, then you'll know that. So that's the one thing I do say there, guys. Now, the next thing I do say is why I believe we're in a giant leg up in the gold market. Okay, why I believe we're in a giant leg up in the gold market is because what tends to happen is that if I go back to this chart here, right? Actually, no, let me bring up this chart here. I'll bring up this chart here with the moving average as well. What tends to happen is that if we do this like basing out period, right? What I've noticed in my time is that, as you can see, look at this here. Look at all of this here. Notice how we did nothing since basically the middle of 2020 to basically the start of 2024. Absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing across this whole board through here. So with all that absolutely nothing going on right now, guess what? Guess what? Now we broke out, right? Now we broke out. We broke out. We had a very big breakout, and now we're just gone through this phase through here. Now we're doing something like that through there, right? So looking at this level through here, I honestly believe that this here is what's called a refilling phase. It's a bit of a mock charge in the markets, and I believe we're in a middle of a giant leg to the upside, which could be quite amazing, right? Because as I said before, if I actually go to the gold price, this is the gold price here, and I go back to the daily charts from here, then gold, this is a bit of a sideways period through here. So gold is actually holding here quite nicely on the short term. So we could be getting ready for that bit of a second leg up to the upside, right? And the second leg could be much, much, much stronger when it comes to that in the market. So once again, I can see that by looking at this weekly chart here, right? Look at all this here. Look at all of that sideways movement through there. Really not much going on. And because we did this all through here, and now we broke out, I believe this is the middle of a giant leg to the upside, right? It's sort of similar what actually happened back here, right? Look at all of that sideways movement all through there, as you can see. Look what happened. We broke out. We first had that little correct. We had a big breakout, first correction, then we had another really big move to the upside. So I believe this is the very first step in a giant leg to the upside when it comes to the gold market. So keep an eye out. Now, I also believe silver is going to follow along as well too. Why? It's pretty powerful. All right, guys, pretty powerful. Whenever you get these periods of doing nothing for a while, it just, when they do break out, they break out pretty strong. Let me show you the Dow Jones. So look at this here with the Dow Jones, right? So the Dow Jones is doing what the Dow Jones is doing, which is not much. Actually, no, it's actually been doing a lot. But look at this here. Look at all this here. See how this did nothing here for all this time? Look at all this here. Did absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing to there. Then look what happened. When we broke out, look at the move happened. Look at the move started. Look at the move that ensued. And we're still going right now. I believe we're getting a little bit of a pullback here, and then we're going to go for another really big leg to the upside. So whenever we do go through these phases through here, it starts a really, really, really big movement to the upside, right? Really big movement to the upside. Look what even happened when Trump was elected, right? It's amazing how well this works. Look at this here. Look at all that sideways movement through there. Let me do that again for you, right? See how we had sideways that was sideways for a good few years. And then we broke out, guess what? Broke out, little first correction, and then another big move to the upside, right? So whenever we do get these sideways periods, bit of a hint for you guys, get ready for a big breakout, okay? So that's where, look at things like, there's so many markets out there that are doing this right now. You're looking at this one right here, the energy sector's doing that, the health sector's doing that, Russell's doing it. There's so many, it's going to be so many amazing bullish moves out of there. But also, the reason why I bring that back is, guess what? Look what silver's been doing. Oh, what has silver been doing? Absolutely nothing, right? Look at this here. Silver's been doing this ever since when? Ever since the middle of 2020. And now, look what silver's been doing. Look at silver here. Silver's just doing what? A breakout. So if silver does hold through here and we start to break out, guess what's coming with silver? You best believe silver's going to go absolutely just crazy, right? Absolute bonko. So right now, I'm like, people are just like there's been so many people focused on the crypto market. For me, right? And then the mining sector may follow, may not, right? I'm all about the pattern for what the market's creating, right? As you know, that where gold is right now, gold made the pattern, right? Which was sideways, but gold broke out and went up through here, and gold's up here somewhere, and silver's still down here. Now, I'm not saying silver's going to catch up to that, but what I'm saying is that I'm trying to reference that whatever the pattern is on that market, right? I'm never going to say gold and silver is this. Right now, what's happening with the actual silver market is that through there. And then obviously we've got a bit of a trend line coming up through there, possibly even something going on through there as well too, right? And then we can go back to the daily charts through here, right? And we can see what's going on through, especially all through here as of late, right? All that resistance, come down, find support. This could be a higher low here, by the way. So higher low, buyers in control, and we could start to make our way back up through here. But remember, that big picture on that weekly chart is what? That's that big picture on the weekly chart through there. That's all that through there. This is the weekly chart. And once again, this here could be a little bit of a mock charge before we actually break up and then start to have a really, really, really big move to the upside. So that's what I wanted to share with you there today, guys. Keep an eye out for that. Make sure you do have a good trading system, which you get access to my trading course and the training and all that sort of stuff. Link in description, all that sort of stuff. You can grab access to, you can apply for my coaching program if you want. Link in the description there, or you can get a 95% off my Master Trader Lab. You can see all the details in the description here. But the big thing about this here, guys, when it comes down to gold and silver, is I believe we are in the cusp. We're in the middle of a giant leg to come.